You want to know the real truth? Then stick around. The truth about where the real easy money is. Real money that wants to be in your bank account. Even if you're a 100% newbie with zero skills, they don't want you to know about it because this opportunity is creating so much wealth for them even as I speak. We're talking millions of dollars being siphoned from it into their bank accounts. Money being siphoned every single day. And the strange thing is, it's way closer than you'd ever think. In fact, it's so close you could almost touch it. And its potential is unlimited. Take a look at this. Clickbank, that's $5,743.27 in just 43 hours, all courtesy of Cash Creator number 14. Amazon, $29,296.63 in just 30 days, thanks to my Cash Creator number 23. PayPal, $37,493.64 in another 30 days, courtesy of Cash Creator number 17. There is no end to its power. But it's important to realize that along with power comes great responsibility, great wealth, instant success. So, if you're uneasy with the idea of making this kind of money, if you're afraid to swipe cash from millionaire super affiliates, this is not for you. Go back to what you were doing before, to your hunky-dory life in La La Land. Go back to your comfort zone. Wait for next week's guru offer to come along. That won't work again. On the other hand, if you've got the guts, it's time to draw a line in the sand. Time to break the mold. Turn off your Facebook. Turn off your phone and just listen. Brace yourself for the power of what you are about to witness. Let me prove how close you are. Right now, you're trapped in your so-called comfort zone. You're thinking, it's never going to happen for me. I've been there. So imagine how it would feel to have super affiliate paydays hitting your bank account, simply by activating my point-and-click technology. You know, super rich super affiliates really do exist. You're not sure who they are, where they live. You're not sure where they hang out. And above all, the best you can ever do is second guess how they really do it, only to miss the mark by a country mile. Fact is, these guys have an unfair advantage. They use a tool that activates in just 3 minutes, a tool that activates a series of viral cash creators that instantly seek out the estimated 17 billion in unclaimed cash scattered across the net. Unclaimed cash that you deserve in your bank account. So imagine having software that triggers your very own cash creators on complete autopilot from the very source super affiliates keep hidden from view. Now, compare that to where you are today. Your daily routine, working for a boss you despise, building your 200th website to make 79 cents, writing stupid articles that bomb so far down Google only the Hubble telescope can find them. While you're doing that, these guys, they're laughing all the way to the bank, partying with strippers, playing golf, drinking sex on the beach. On the beach. While they're doing all that really cool stuff, their laptops are in some 6-star hotel suite plugged into the $17 billion cash vault. I know, because I clicked the button. I went from being the same as you to being the new me. And I like the new me. So here's a quick reminder why you're here. Yep. That's $37,493.64 in just 30 days using Cash Creator number 17. On the street, away from their wheels, these mega-rich super affiliates look like everyday people, just like you. But here's the small difference. They're rich beyond your wildest dreams. They're so secretive you could walk past one in the park, sit next to one on the bus, eat a burger in the same restaurant, and not notice the 3 or 4 young guys in the corner quietly laughing about their next $1 million tax bill. You wouldn't notice them because in public they look just like you or me. Yet, they harbor the most powerful money-making secret on the internet. And as I expose the truth, the most important thing you must do is stake your claim in the money. Right now. Like today. This thing is about to explode. It's totally revolutionary. So, if you think it just involves Google, Amazon, or Clickbank, you better think again. I don't give a rat's ass about writing articles, brand building, or mobile money systems, PPC, Facebook, or Twitter. Why would I? We both know it doesn't work. I have access to this colossal cash reservoir that is about to defy your wildest dreams. And here's exactly what this is. In fact, just before I show you, rewind 2 years. Let me share with you how I broke my mold. How I got to know what I'm about to share with you and ultimately succeed. We both know about the lies. Sure, I've been suckered too. That's exactly why I learned that for you to succeed, you must forget everything you know about making money online. When I did that, when I forgot all the stuff I've been doing that did nothing but drag me under, the kind of stuff you're still doing, when the common sense in my brain screamed, stop, that's when it all changed. That was my tipping point. I realized if you want to make massive cash fast, you have to know a winner when you see one. Realize this is your tipping point, your real chance, and act. My big cash tipping point came on Monday, August 10th, 2009. I'm not proud to say I borrowed money from my mom to attend an affiliate summit overseas. But I always know when the investment is worth it. I knew brushing shoulders with the right people would force my foot through the door to a brand new world of super wealth. All I needed was the answers, the secret. My chance, like yours right now, finally came. It was a massive stroke of luck. I got chatting with a bunch of guys at the bar. It turned out they were part of the underground group called the Ghosts, named after a covert Navy SEAL sniper unit. They knew more about making big money online than their appearance gave them credit for. They were talking numbers I thought were reserved for Facebook-sized flotations. Massive numbers. And about what they kept calling auto cash creators. I gave the Ghosts my full life story. It made me feel pathetic in their presence. I told them about the software I had developed. I called it The Bridge. I bored them with my efforts with blogging, the niche keywords, the SEO, the PPC. Rick laughed at me. "You're playing for the wrong team," he said. "It's time to switch sides, my friend." But how could I? It seemed so far out of reach. But here's the crazy part. Rick and the other Ghosts were more interested in my software, in The Bridge. The Bridge automatically generated me small income streams with just a few seconds of my time each day. I was pulling down $200 or $300 a week on autopilot. The only reason I wasn't a millionaire, despite having The Bridge to automate the work, was because back then I hadn't figured out where the real money was online. So here's how it stacked up. The Ghosts know where the money is, the real money. I had the software, The Bridge, to tap into that wealth source, to free up their time, to make life even more pleasurable. The Bridge was the solution to finally automate everything. A small desktop tool that opens in seconds and makes money. All we needed to do was plug The Bridge into the cash creators, plug my software into their secret cash reservoir. To cut a long story short, they invited me for a blast after the bar. I thought, sure, why not? And the moment I set my eyes on their wheels, I realized how real it all was. This is totally real. Holy crap, over $2 million worth of motors. It was kind of weird. On the outside, these kids looked nothing special. Simon, cheap ripped jeans, and what looked like girl sneakers. Pete, scruffy jogging pants and cheap-smelling aftershave. And Rick, he looked like a fashion disaster with too much wax in his hair. But I couldn't argue with the cars worth more money than my apartment block. And things were about to get interesting. They were about to reveal their secret. They introduced me to what they called cash creators. It was like a whole new secret internet separate from the real internet that me and you are used to. These cash creators were just dumping insane amounts of money into their accounts every few minutes. They clearly knew how to make money, a lot of money. The weird thing was, as Rick explained, every time money deposited in their account, it would do exactly the same thing 30 days later. And this was happening 10, 20, 30 or more times a day. And I'm talking anything from $10, $50 to $100 a time. And this cash would replicate itself again and again for the foreseeable future. The guys wanted to know if I could create software to tap into this money-making internet and automate the whole process, to remove the need for work other than just a few minutes or even seconds per day. It had to be so simple, Rick said his wife Liz had to be able to use it. Could I do it? Hell yeah, I already had it. I'd already got the technology. The bridge already did it, but on a smaller scale. All I had to do now was plug it into this new whirlpool of money. It was a win-win situation for all of us. It was like a golden ticket to what you've been searching for. Truth is, they'd been sitting quietly on these cash creators for over 6 years, and only today are people learning of their awesome power. Over the following 8 months, we developed a friendship and shook on a mutual income deal. But their greed took over and our friendship quickly turned sour. Not cool. They tried to play me for the sucker, to run with my software and cut me out of the larger deal. Don't get me wrong, I've made as much as $63,000 in a day since then, but that's not what this is all about. The cash creators are something way more powerful, and the software that exploits them will work for anybody. For you. That made it so valuable in the eyes of the ghosts, they wanted to protect it at all costs. They even tried to buy my silence, to protect the software from the general public, because with this technology, anyone can plug into their income source. That's right, I said anyone. I'll explain why in a moment. The deal with the ghosts went sour, but I'd now got my hands on the final piece of the jigsaw, access to this swirling sea of cash, where the super affiliates made massive bank every hour. I knew it would never dry up. Not when the internet is expanding by an estimated 20,000 pages per second, with over 10 million new users every week. The opportunity is vast. What you need is the tool to automate the drilling. This is totally different to anything you've seen before. Different to what 99% of the people waste their time on every day. The software doesn't require me to even break a sweat, yet it pumps money into my bank account all day long. It pays out every single day of the year, without Google, without Facebook, without Yahoo, without some stupid mobile system, without having to spend 1 penny on traffic. One run of the software can generate numerous internet transactions in a single day, and each transaction can range from $11 to $500 in my account. At a time. You betcha. We're talking life-changing. In a few moments, I'm going to show you the results from the experiment of the software in action. But before I get to that, let me address an important question you will have. Why am I giving you this opportunity to, in effect, compete with me? You see, I'm an honest, everyday guy who used to work my butt off in life. There was the building site, the grocery store, the gardening job, the van driving, and then the failed SEO, PPC, blogging to a list longer than the yellow brick road. I've done everything in the past to make ends meet. I know what it is like to have debts, be in arrears, even owe money to my friends. I don't have a problem with guys who got lucky and made millions, but I do have a problem when they don't give a damn about normal people. People like you trying so hard to make it work. For these guys, the last thing on their mind is to give anything back, especially to you. I feel humbled. I've surpassed everything I ever set out to achieve. Despite all the money